join me today for another really cool arts and crafts project. Today I'm going to show you how to make a hair bow holder. You know, in a lot of my other videos I've shown you how to make different types of hair bows. Okay, so what do you do with all of those hair bows once you have them made? Well, how about make a hair bow holder? This is really simple to make, and you basically open up your hair bows and you're just going to clip them on to the ribbons. No more putting them in drawers and they're getting all crumpled. And you can put just about any type of hair bow with the clip or even the slider onto one of these. And as you can see, it's just a piece of leftover tulle, some ribbon, some little fancy stuff, and this is really easy to make, and I'm going to show you how. I'll just hang this up there so you can see. Here's another one that I made. Same idea, same concept. Oops, don't have anywhere to hang it, but I'll just put them both up here for right now. Get them out of the way. What you want to start with is a pattern. I found this pattern somewhere, and it's just a figure shape, just cut out, and then the bottom part, as you can see, is where you put like the little tutu. The funny thing about these, when I make these and have them for sale, people think this is like an actual tutu dress or something, and no, it's not. But let me show you. Start with your pattern, find it anywhere on the internet. Then you're going to have to cut out a piece of wood in the shape that you want. And this actually is a medium. I'm just taking the stocking part off. I'll show you what this is in a minute. It's called MDF wood, medium density fiberboard. Oh my God, you learn so many new things in a hardware store. So I basically took the pattern, laid it out, as you can see, onto a piece of wood, and I have a Dremel tool with a cutting edge, and I just cut out the shape that I want. And as you can see, the shape isn't perfect, but by the time you put the fabric and the foam and the stuffing over it, nobody will know that it's not perfect. Okay. The next thing you need to do is you just get a stocking or a pantyhose, and you're just going to stretch it over the entire shape. Don't worry about if it runs. Hold on, I forgot something. Got to put a couple of things here. Then you want to get yourself some foam or some stuffing, actually. You could use this is bamboo fiber. This is pretty heavy and it's really good, hyperallergenic and everything. Or you could use some foam padding or the poly fiber fill. Because what you're going to have to do is you're going to stuff it because you want to get this poofy shape. Okay, let me set this aside. But I'll show you using the poly fiber fill. You just take handfuls of it. Now remember, this is just a stocking, like those knee-high stockings. And you figure out which side you want to be the front side. And then you just start stuffing it. Stuff that in there. With your poly fiber fill, your foam, whatever. You could probably even use old t-shirts cut up, however you want to do it. So you're just going to keep stuffing it until it's full. And because you have these sharp edges, what you want to do is make sure some of this stuffing goes around, it's a little hard, these edges, so it doesn't poke or anything, okay? Let me see if I can finish stuffing this one. And by using a stocking, it keeps your fiber, your shape for you while you're doing it. So I'm just going to finish stuffing this one. I should have had one made already, but anywho. Stop. Okay. And then you just want to taper it into the shape that you want. See how easy that was? And this is in real time. I'm showing you how to do this. Okay. Then, I'm going to move this out of my way too. Sorry you're seeing the back of my head. You can take one of these felt pieces that you get for about 29 cents, 50 cents at the store, at the arts and crafts shop. and just stretch it over your stuffing. This one's a little short, so let me, not quite big enough, so let me get a piece of fabric. So you can take any piece of fabric, any color combinations you want, and just wrap your fabric tightly because you want it to fit the shape of your hair bow holder so that it looks like a little ballerina shape. And then stretch it really, really well. Take your staple gun. As you see, mine's not plugged in, so I don't have an accident right now. Oops, that's all on the floor. And you just want to staple all around the edges. Hold on, let me show you one from the back. What I did with this one, I cut out another piece. I had my piece of fabric that I draped all around it. Then I cut out another piece of fabric to fit and glued that down on top of it. And then you just take a simple piece of ribbon and you just staple it on so you have a hanging thing. Now all the other decorations, you basically just take a lot of leftover stuff that you have. Once you have your shape down pat, you're just gonna add a little waistline and take some tulle. I have some tulle here. And I gathered the tulle so it would be poofy. And this was actually a piece of tulle that I didn't like too much because it's kind of scratchy, so it's a little too scratchy for a regular tutu. And then all you're gonna do is you're just gonna staple your electric staple gun will go straight through this layer of foam and hold this in place, and then you can cover it with a piece of ribbon or another piece of tulle, whatever you want, and ta-da, you have your waistband. Then, let me show you on the one that's already finished. Oops. You just take your pieces of ribbon, and I doubled the ribbon up because when I first put the purple on, I didn't really think it was that much, so I wanted to add something to it. So I added some strips of red, then I added some flowers and some palms. The sky's the limit on decorating this. There's no special way to do it. Just do it, whatever makes you feel good and comfortable and whatever looks pretty. If you don't want to go through the trouble of cutting wood, you can get some of these little wooden shapes that they have at the arts and crafts store. And same principle, just staple your piece of ribbon onto it, put a little holder, and you can just hang it on there. You could probably even combine these things and it would be really cool. So that's it in a nutshell, today's arts and crafts activity. Sorry I did not show a whole ton of the steps, but this is so easy and simple, it's amazing. I may make another video for you sometime in the future on how to cut the wood, but for the most part, it's a really cool little hair bow holder. Start with a piece of wood, a piece of tulle, some ribbon, some flowers, or some palm balls, and then you have a really cool thing that you can hang in a little girl's room or on her door, and she can just put her hair bows on it and keep them all nice and neat and pretty and on display. So I hope you enjoyed today's arts and crafts project. I hurried home today trying to think, what can I really show them today? You know, and it's so hard for me sometimes because there's so many projects I want to show you guys. I promise to keep posting regularly. Please subscribe. That's all I need you to do. If you like and enjoy the videos, just please subscribe, and that's good. It's not like you have to buy anything or do anything, but by your subscribing, that helps a whole lot. It lets me know that you guys want to see the stuff that I can show you and share with you how to make. And once again, thank you so much for all of your comments, all the positivity that's out there, and I appreciate your watching. So keep checking back, and I do hope that you have a lovely day. Bye! Gotta go turn the camera off. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.